So we're doing illusions and traffic safety, and this is our presentation. So our first solution to the issue is speed reduction markers. More than 38,000 people die every year in crashes on US roadways. The US traffic fatality rate is 12.4 deaths per 100,000 inhabitants. An additional 4.4 million are injured seriously enough to require medical attention. Road crashes are the leading cause of death in the US for people aged 1 to 54. And due to all of these reasons, we decided to choose traffic safety for our issue. Our first solution is speed reduction markers, as I said earlier. These stripes are used before a tight turn in the road in hopes of getting drivers to slow down before the curve begins, because when successful, it helps reduce car accidents and increase safety. The lines are placed perpendicular to the road much before the curve actually begins, and the lines become progressively closer to one another as the car gets closer and closer to the turn. The reason behind using these lines is that this traffic will increase the driver's awareness of their speed and cause them to reduce their speed. As the lines become closer and closer to one another, it tricks the driver into thinking they have increased their speed, so they'll slow down in order to keep the same amount of time between each set of lines. The reason this illusion works is because of the relative motion monocular cue. This monocular cue states that when the viewer is moving, stationary objects appear to move in different directions and at different speeds depending on their location. It also states that relatively close objects appear to move backward, while distant objects appear to move forward. The final aspect of this cue is that closer objects seem to move more quickly, while further away objects seem to move more slowly.
The second solution we proposed is 3D painted speed bumps. The issue of speeding not only plays a role on freeways in high speed areas, but also in residential areas where pedestrian safety is at risk. In 2017, there were 5,977 pedestrians killed in traffic accidents. From these accidents, it's been found that higher vehicle speeds increase both the likelihood of a pedestrian being struck by a car and the severity of injury. Therefore, a great step to take in order to decrease these numbers and better protect pedestrian safety is to do what we can to prevent speeding from occurring. 3D painted speed bumps have been proposed as a way to do so, as they greatly subvert the driver's expectation, causing them to examine their surroundings more closely and consequently slow down. The proposal of these 3D speed bumps have raised the question as to how they're any better than traditional speed bumps. Traffic safety researchers claim that not only do these 3D painted speed bumps grab our attention more, but they will not contribute to noise and vehicle wear like physical speed bumps too. While there are many proposed benefits to these painted speed bumps, there are also some risks to address. First, these virtual speed bumps may reduce drivers' trust in the legitimacy of other road signs. As a result, after encountering the painted speed bumps a number of times, drivers may become careless about the physical speed bumps which still exist. Also, they will eventually become used to seeing them and will no longer be startled and will not slow down whatsoever in response. Whether or not these painted speed bumps are truly effective in protecting pedestrian safety in the long term, they give insight into human perception and our susceptibility to illusions. These 3D paintings are successful in deceiving people as being real due to the occlusion, relative height, relative size, and projective geometry of our visual perception system. Due to a combination of these elements, our depth perception, the illusions work from a distance, but the images are very distorted from close up. This element of the illusion is especially apparent in the two paintings of the little girl. The one on the left was taken close up, so the image looks stretched. However, as the viewer becomes more distant from the images become clear.
Oh, sorry.
Another solution that we proposed to address speeding is to plant rows of trees on each side of the road. And 3 monocular cues would be at play, and they would make drivers think that they are going faster than if they were on a road with no trees. One of these would be relative motion. It would be easier to see how fast you're going if when you have trees right beside you that you could use for reference. Another cue is motion parallax. By planting trees right next to the road, the driver will see trees moving at greater speeds in their peripheral vision. This will give the driver the sense that they are moving fast. Finally, linear perspective will make the driver see how much distance they are covering in a certain amount of time, which will allow them to better gauge their speed. This idea was experimented with in Norfolk County in England, where they found that people did drive an average of 2 miles per hour slower. This might not sound like much on a freeway, but a few miles per hour can make a big difference in a neighborhood or outside of a school. If this is implemented in neighborhood streets and around schools, this could be an eco-friendly and aesthetically pleasing solution to speeding around those areas. The cost of planting these trees could be viewed as an investment, as it would serve to better the environment, increase property value, and improve public safety on roads. Thank you for listening to our proposals, and this is the end of our presentation. Thank you.